gave us a great chance to win. And that's what we said, like, we're going to play a rested goalie. We're going to play the goalie we feel gives us the best chance to win. And Eustace has had some great starts and strung some games together, and Gorgie deserves the same respect.
Well, I was going to say, like you and his teammates, everybody has been saying you expect Alex to turn things around, but how important was it to finally see it?
Yeah, no, it's important. I mean, like, you have to, like, we got to get the top end out of every guy that we have, especially now. You know, it's more important now than when you're missing anyone out of your lineup. It becomes more important that everyone else plays well. So, and the reality of it is probably always with the net minding position, right?
Do you feel like that was, even though you didn't get the result, maybe the most positives to pull out of a game so far this season was the Winnipeg one?
It was a great game. We played hard. We played well. Little bit of a slow start still, first 8 minutes. But I mean, we made a couple mistakes in 8 minutes. More us. I don't know that they changed through the course of the game. We just got better and better. We mismanaged the puck a couple times, not just the one they scored on, but 3 or 4 times in the first 8 or 9 minutes there, and they got 3 really good scoring chances out of it, you know. And then their scoring chances kind of were fewer and farther between as the game went on, and ours started to pick up the pace.
Winnipeg's had lost once, Carolina's lost twice. Are these 2 games good measuring stick games for your squad?
Yeah, they are, for sure. Like, they're sitting 1-2 in the league, right? So Carolina, like, I mean, their analytics are off the chart, you know, top 3, 4, 5 in every category that they want to be top 3, 4, 5 in. So first in a lot of categories when it comes to their offense and their defense. So it's, I mean, this is a really tough team that's super disciplined and just like really predictable in the way they play, but they play with a ton of speed, and they're you know, they're shooting above expected. They're getting great goaltending. They can kind of do it all, a lot like Winnipeg. The other night I thought we did a nice job getting to Hellebuck, but then Hellebuck has a big night and we end up blanked on the scoreboard, right? So it's not going to get any easier here tonight against Carolina.
They're flying in late because of weather. Is that a disadvantage for them? Is there a way to take advantage of that for you?
I mean, yeah, you'd like to have a good start and see if they got their legs underneath them, but this team can move, you know, like they play a fast game. So, yeah, it's not something you do every day, so I would say advantage us, but I mean, if you're prepared and ready to go like they have been every game this year, then I don't know if there's a clear-cut advantage except you're spending the morning on the plane.
You talked a lot about analytics and things that you've kind of seen from this team that pose a challenge for the Avalanche. What are you looking for from your group to try to get around that?
I want us to play the same way we did against Winnipeg. I think if we can kind of, you know, like we're always trying to like take periods of games or full games and like reset the bar for our measuring stick on how we play. And I'd say Winnipeg, like when you're talking full 60 minutes against a really good team, the intensity of the game, the competitiveness of the game, the attention to detail when it comes to executing a game plan, I thought was as good as we've had this year. So we have to go try and repeat it. There's a lot of similarities between the two teams and the way they play, the way they defend, the way they can get dangerous through 4 lines. So, I mean, I think we did a nice job against Winnipeg. I think if you play like that, even against Winnipeg, night after night after night, you're going to get some results. So, like, there's minor adjustments to the game plan tonight against Carolina, but there's still also a lot of very similar characteristics of the two teams.
You talk about a lot of depth down that lineup as well. What are you looking for from your younger guys?
Yeah, same thing. Go repeat what you did the other night. You know, like that was a solid game throughout our lineup. We used all 4 lines. I mean, when you're playing that hard and that intense and with that type of speed through the course of the game, you need everybody, you know, and not just to give other guys breathers. You got to be able to sustain and create momentum. And I thought, like last game, especially as the game went on, we did that. We were using guys a little bit all over the place, but everyone was contributing.
Same lineup going tonight?
Yeah. No, Ludwig's in for DeHaan. Everyone else the same.
Mikko Rantanen hadn't scored a goal for quite a few games until the Kraken game, and then he scores 2 goals. You know, Arturi Lehkonen had come back that game, so you know, I asked him if it was likely that was his boost. But how do you, as a coach, kind of help a a guy like that get out of a little bit of a rut, because it's more of a mental thing, and
Well, it's not just a mental thing, though. Like, there's always something. I mean, unless you're creating a ton of chances and you're just not capitalize on them because the goalies are making saves. Like, if you're missing the net too much, I think you got to bear down a little bit more. For Mikko, his offense comes when he's driving his legs, right? Like, so when he gets the puck in motion, continues motion, when he's willing to delay and skate out of things, when he's willing to pack the puck with guys on his back and find openings in structure and find open players on the ice, when he's going to the net hard, like when he's using his legs, he's going to create scoring chances. His offensive opportunities will dry up when he's not using his legs enough, right? So we saw that through some games. He's aware of it. You know, he's made adjustments to it. It's not, he does have, like, part of his DNA is to slow it down and make things happen, and there's a cerebral part of his game. So I think you're careful to not to coach him too much, because you want him to rely on his instincts, but at the same time, if it's repeated over and over, period after period, where he's not skating enough, then he's got to get his legs going. Yeah, so it's just communication and letting him know what I see. Hopefully he respects that enough, and he can look at the video himself too, or with us, and sort of, you know, get specific when it comes to, like, instances where I think he should skate and attack a little bit more. So it usually doesn't take a lot of coaching with some of those guys. It's just bringing things to their attention that they might not be aware of.